welcome back to My Body Refined. I'm Anna, a mom of two on a mission to live healthier and happier life and inspire others to do the same. In this video, I want to talk about one of the biggest shifts that helped me lose 30 kilos in 10 months. It's how I eat. No starving, no fad diets, just real satisfying food and a totally new relationship with what I put on a plate. But first, let me take you back to how I used to eat. Honestly, most of my diet was pretty much consisting of ultra-processed convenience food. Breakfast was often cereal or muesli from a box. What can be quick and more convenient than that, I thought? Lunch and dinner, usually a ready meal or takeaway. And snacks? Oh, they were constant. Crisps, biscuits, chocolates, pastries, especially between meals. And to top it off, I drank a lot of alcohol, often with snacks on the side. Yes, there were some healthy choices here and there, but let's be real, they were drowned out by everything else. But 10 months ago, after I reached 100 kilos, my highest weight ever, I realized I need to change the way I live and what I eat. And today, things look absolutely differently. Around 95% of what I eat is my homemade meals made from real whole foods. I still enjoy what I eat, but now I know and I understand what fuels my body. Plus, I also know what's gonna make me sluggish or unsatisfied. One of the biggest change that I made was to minimize an amount of ultra-processed food I consume, and that had a huge impact. These are foods that go through industrial processes and are packed with additives, preservatives, added sugars, and unhealthy fats. Think packaged snacks, fast food, sugary cereals, frozen ready meals, processed meats, soft drinks, the list goes on and on. The studies have shown that these foods are often engineered to be hyper palatable, meaning they're super tasty, but don't fill you up and you become hungry very quickly again. So you eat more than you need without realizing it. I'm sure you have all been in a situation where you would reach out for a pack of crisps with the thought, I'm just gonna grab some few and then leave the rest. But no, you end up finishing the whole pack without even thinking. Well, this happened to me too many times, and this type of food is designed that way. Once I became aware how frequently I reach out to this type of food, I started to shift to minimally processed foods such as lean protein, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and homemade meals. For example, for breakfast, instead of cereal or granola loaded with sugar and additives, I now go for overnight oats with chia seeds, Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, or a simple omelette. For lunch and dinner, instead of eating ready-made meals, I opt for fish with vegetables, chicken with salad, healthy lasagna with cottage cheese, or turkey enchiladas, chicken stir-fry, the list goes on and on. I actually bookmark my favorite recipes, and I have the list of nearly 100 various recipes now, and I always refer to it when I plan my meals in advance or do weekly shopping. I also make my own bread using bread machine. It only takes you 5 minutes to put all the ingredients in, and in 3 hours you have a freshly baked bread ready for you. And it's not only healthier and tastes so much better than the supermarket one, the kitchen smells absolutely amazing. Once I made those changes, and I not only started to lose weight, but I felt so much better, more energy, less cravings, and less brain fog. Another game changer, protein. Consuming enough protein is key to weight loss and feeling full. Experts suggest that you should consume 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of your weight, depending on your activity level. I aim to eat at least 100 grams of protein per day. And the way how I do it is by adding enough protein to every main meal. For example, for breakfast, it could be Greek yogurt or cottage cheese or eggs. For lunch and dinner, it can be lean meat, lean fish, or plant-based protein, for example, lentils or some seeds or nuts. There are various ways of how you can do it. And having enough protein really helped me with my weight loss journey, but also helped me maintain my muscles while I was losing weight. I also switched to whole meal options like whole meal pasta, brown rice, whole grain pizzas, wraps. I use wholemeal flour to cook bread or muffins. They digest slower, makes you feel full for longer, and reduce the urge to snack or overeat. Speaking of snacks, I used to snack a lot throughout the day in between meals, and they were not healthy snacks. Oh no, they were chocolates, biscuits, crisps, sweets. Now I limit myself to mainly one snack per day between my lunch and dinner, because breakfast usually makes me feel very full until lunchtime. And my go-to snacks will be a handful of nuts, or a bowl of yogurt with berries, or a wholemeal toast with peanut butter and banana. And it's not about cutting out snacks. No, it's about choosing the snacks that will fuel you. Portion sizes also make big difference. I used to do calorie counting in order to better understand how much food I was consuming, but I understand that it doesn't work for everyone. But there are other ways how you can control your portions. For example, you can use a Harvard plate, where about half of your plate will be made of vegetables, quarter carbs, and quarter protein. Or you can use just a side plate instead of your regular dinner plate. Just see what works best for you. And finally, I try to finish my last meal before 6 or 7 p.m. It gives me enough time to digest all the food before I go to bed, but also it allows me to naturally fast for around 12 hours a day. It just, for me, it works very well because it makes me feel lighter when I go to sleep, and also when I wake up the next morning, I feel hungry and I opt for a healthier, protein-filled breakfast. So that's how I eat today. Happy, healthy, and definitely not hungry. It's not perfect and it's not strict. It's sustainable, and it helped me lose 30 kilos while still enjoying food. I hope it gave you enough ideas and encouragement for your own journey. If you find this video helpful, give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And remember, if I can do it, you can too.